Hello and greetings from the void. So today I will focus on two topics. First one is related to new equipment from Advanced Shackles of Divinity Trial, and second one will be related to the hunting grounds that you can use to farm enemies during events. I know that we are past the Mora event, but for sure in the future there will be other events where you can get useful items, so you will be able to farm enemies in those locations. Yeah, I also got some few private messages, and I saw comment under one of the videos to show other possibilities, other places, other locations to farm enemies, because everyone is farming during those events. Maybe not everyone, but many players are farming trolls in the Dwarven Valley, and this location is pretty occupied because those trolls respawn pretty fast. This is also because they are part of the quest, that's why they are respawning pretty fast. Yeah, so I decided that I would go with it, and yeah, I will show you other locations that I am using. To be honest, I'm using them more often than Dwarven Valley because, as I mentioned, Dwarven Valley is pretty occupied during those events. Yeah, so we will start with the equipment, and yeah, those will be boots, those boots. Oh, let's change this one first and this one. Yeah, so those will be those boots. Equip bonus name is Abyssal Might Lesser. When you use an encounter power, you have a 15% chance to gain 10% critical severity for 8 seconds. Yeah, so this is basically the same as this one, this helmet from Master Demon Wet Pits from second boss. Only difference is in how long this buff will persist. So this one will persist for 6 seconds, and this one will persist for 8 seconds. What is not mentioned here, and because of that description can be a bit misleading, this one and this one, those can stack. This can stack to maximum number of 3 stacks, and this can stack to maximum number of 3 stacks. And because those bonuses are different to each other, this one have this postfix, this indicator that this is lesser, and this have no any indicator. Yeah, and this one lasts only for 6 seconds, and this one lasts only for 8 seconds. So each stack lasts for 8 seconds, and here each stack lasts for 6 seconds. Because of these small differences, those are entirely different bonuses. You can use both of these gear parts together. Yeah, so this can provide you 30% critical severity, and this can provide you 30% critical severity. Yeah, so in total you can have 60% critical severity, and because those are can trigger independently from each other. Yeah, so it's not necessarily that when this one triggers, this one not necessarily triggers at the same time. Yeah, so it's not like they are bound together to trigger in the same time. Yeah, no, this one can trigger, this one can persist for 6 seconds. After 6 seconds it will be down, for example, and this one can trigger then. Yeah, so because those can trigger independently and are not bound to each other to trigger in the same time, this can provide you pretty stable and pretty consistent 10 and even 20% critical severity stats. Yeah, so yeah. So I will start attacking the boss, and you can focus on looking into my buff section. There will be this dark blue icon, like a sword or something like that. To be honest, you should be able to see two identical icons, yeah, one for this this helmet and one for these boots, yeah. So I will start attacking, and you can focus on observing. Yeah, one is already on. Yeah, okay, so maybe I will stop here to not waste more time. I hope that you are able to show those icons and how often they trigger. What is worth to be mentioned, if you are using this or this, please do not use this one or this one. Do not use powers that reduce your encounter cooldowns, yeah? Because I observed that when you use those kinds of powers, those do not trigger in a like consistent or stable way, yeah? They trigger more often if you are not using those kinds of powers, yeah? So this encounter reprieve, yeah, if you are not using this one, this triggers more often. That's what I observed by doing few sessions in the training room, yeah. There is some bad interaction between those two, yeah. So yeah, and now I will go into the hunting ground part. So let's maybe change into AoE, and let's maybe change to action point gear. So first location that I will show you, this will be River District. We will be killing bandits in the docks because bandits are also part of the quest. Similar to trolls, they respawn pretty fast. If you want to passively farm, I recommend to just stay on one of the ships, yeah, and just passively farm enemies that will spawn there, yeah, just by staying and letting your companion to do the job or your passive powers to do the job. If you want to do this active, I am doing this kind of rotation. I'm not killing all the enemies, now I'm going back, so yeah, to the beginning. I'm not killing all the enemies on the ships and everywhere because bandits are part of the quest and I do not want to disturb other players with their progress in the campaign in doing the quest, yeah. So I'm leaving some of the bandits. So basically now we are going back and we are doing the same rotation. Another location is Drone at Shore, yeah. We will be starting here, doing circle. After one circle, enemies at the beginning will already spawn, yeah. If you want to passively farm here, I recommend to stay in the swamp or in the bridge, on the bridge. Not this one. So now we will be going there. In the meantime, I will just briefly mention another third location, and this is inside the Sharandar, the first area, first zone, where the same zone where big heroic encounter army is being done. I am just killing red caps over there because there are quite many of them. Yeah, so we are at the beginning, and soon enemies should respawn here and here, and we can go to do another circle. I won't be doing this, but yeah, you can already see that they are spawning, yeah. So the third location is Sharandar, first area, first zone, killing red caps in the zone where army big heroic encounter is done. Yeah, and fourth zone is maybe not zone, but this is skirmish, Dread Legion. Yeah, many enemies on small area. You do not need to move much. Great to farm. You can because this is skirmish. You can equip those to boost your damage or those to boost your survival rate and reduce incoming damage to you, yeah. Because there are undead enemies and Thai enemies, you can equip like this Vault of Stars ring, plus 10% damage against undead, yeah. So yeah, this is great place to farm items during events. Dread Legion skirmish, yeah. You can join their private, you can do their private queue, you can join alone. This is pretty easy, yeah. So yeah, I think I covered everything that I wanted to show you, so let's see each other in another video.